Okay, we're really excited here again. We're joined by the fabulous Adrian, who has purchased one of our Toyota Camroads. How are you, my love?
I'm well. Very excited to take this home today.
Now, I got to tell you, Adrian is one of the most effervescent, amazing, energetic customers I think I've ever had, and we're excited to just let her loose and tell us all about her experience with our dealership. So let's go inside. So Adrian, you've purchased the rear kitchen Zil model. Yeah, what were your thoughts? What are your thoughts? I mean, you love it, so you bought it.
Mm-hmm. Well, there are two reasons. One is that it's a Toyota. So I am very Toyota loyal. I own 3 Toyota vehicles now, and I've pretty much only driven Toyota in Australia. We wanted something that was maneuverable and smaller, but still had the essentials, and that my parents are a bit older, and my mom really wanted to have a bathroom, and we do cook ourselves. We don't tend to eat out at restaurants, so we want to be self-sufficient. Our idea of a great holiday is to go camping, go hiking, go find out what kind of bush is around, find out the names, all of those sort of things. So we wanted to do a little bit more comfortable while my parents aged, but still have a lot of fun. So we looked at a few bigger models and the European models, but we just didn't feel confident with the workmanship of the engines, and nothing ever beats a Japanese design. It's just the way it is. And so we really love this little vehicle. It's only the bare bones. It's only the start for us. I will update Paul as I update this. So I plan on modernizing the interior a little bit, and I'm making it a bit more bespoke and very hipster-like.
Can't wait to see what you end up doing with it.
So we'll see how it goes, but over the next year, that's the plan. And it will provide a lot of amenity for me. It'll be my extra spare bedroom at home in my house. It'll allow me to accommodate my entire family when they come to visit.
Nice. And
it just gives me the freedom of mobility that I've never had in this country, and I'm looking forward to getting back out on the road and experiencing some of the natural highlights that Australia has to offer.
That's wonderful. And how has your experience, and I ask this with every customer, how's your experience been with our dealership?
Well, it's been really good. You know, you've answered the phone the first time. Every time.
It's always a good start.
It's amazing. You are negotiable, and you provide a very hands-on service. I think probably more for me today than most customers. However, you facilitated it being quite easy for us, being that we've been paying for money from overseas, and you've been very patient as we muddle around getting it all together, because it wasn't just sitting in one bank account, so that's been really helpful. You're incredibly friendly, and yes, Paul, you really do have a broadcaster's voice. You really do. So
stop it.
But no, you are a very good salesman, and but yeah, you're very charismatic, and I think that has a lot to do with the sales technique and making me feel like I am somebody to be appreciated and respected, rather than just as a cash cow.
Absolutely.
And I think that is the number one target for most business people. And if you don't have that target, then you're missing out.
I must tell you though, you, as I mentioned in the beginning, you are such a package. You, and I mean that respectfully. I mean, you're energetic, you're enthusiastic, you're full of life, and you're going to become hopefully you're going to become an amazing ambassador for us, because people are going to be stopping you on the street. They're going to be wanting to look inside this motorhome when you go to parks, and you know, you're just going to be out there telling them all about it. I can just see it in the future.
Well, funny enough, now that I started, you know, I only found out about Camroads when I started this process. Like, you know, if you asked me 6 months ago if I was going to buy a motorhome, I would have laughed at you and said how bougie, very Canadian of me, how very bourgeoisie of me.
Yes.
No. You know, since then, there are 2 Camroads in the Northern Rivers Byron area. They must be, again, like me, people who wanted to have their home on wheels, but not necessarily, you know, dragging this huge thing around. And of course, with the fuel prices and all that sort of stuff going up, like, this will be a lot more economical for the distance.
Absolutely.
Right? Even though it doesn't have necessarily the space or the, you know, something 7 meters would have, this in the long run will be a lot less stressful.
Well, I
Both
get to
finances and moving it, parking it, things like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
So the last question I normally ask is, would you recommend us to other people looking for a Toyota Camroad?
Absolutely.
Thank you. You've been wonderful.
You too.
You are top shelf. And it's so nice to have you as part of our family. Please, when you're out there amongst it, and I can see you going to festivals, we spoke about this, I just know you are, some photographs of the Camroad at the festivals and wherever you travel, and we'll pop those up online. But Adrienne, lovely to have you, lovely to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
And we wish you all the very best. Thank you, darling.
All right.